Hello, everyone. Welcome to A1 Tutor live class and welcome to the mathematics session. Once again, thank you for following us on YouTube and thank you for your comments and your likes on our YouTube page. So today we are going to take a new topic. As you know, yesterday we concluded the topic geometric progression by rounding it up with solving question that has to do with UTME. And today we are diving into another topic entirely. And that topic that we're going to be discussing today, I know some of us might not be that familiar with because it's not mostly being done in mathematics, mostly it's done in further maths, but it is generally accepted that it is also a syllabus in UTME. It is also a syllabus in UTME, and it is one of the topics that UTME board, the board setting questions of Jamb are always focusing on. All right. So I want us to be very attentive and follow today's class in details. Follow it attentively. So you're going to get what we want to do today. And before we start, let's take a pause. For our followers on YouTube, please, we always want to inform you that our videos are always uploaded on the YouTube page on daily basis. So in the week, we have 6 days of live classes and all the videos are posted on YouTube on daily basis. So do well to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get the updates, you can get the notifications of our videos as we are posting them on YouTube page. We are not just doing mathematics, we are doing English, we are doing biology, we are doing other subjects also. So do well to follow us on YouTube by subscribing, and also for our videos that you'll be watching, if you have a comment, you have some reviews to say concerning the videos, do well to drop it in the comment section. And if you have questions for us, do well to drop your question in the comment section. Now, today we are going to take a new topic, like I said, and it's going to be fun and interesting and also impactful. Now, when you look at the picture on the screen here, we have a young man sweating. Well, I don't know why he's sweating actually, but I think there's a reason why he's sweating. Now, what has actually caused this young man to be sweating like this? He's sweating seriously, as you can see. So, definitely something has been worrying him. I mean, he has been battling with a particular kind of topic in mathematics. And that topic is what we are going to consider today. The young guy here has been battling with a topic in mathematics, and that topic is what we want to consider today. The young man here is sweating because he's not getting a particular topic. He's not actually understanding the concept of this topic. And come to his rescue, A1 Tutor. So A1 Tutor has come to your rescue. For this topic we're going to consider today, maybe you have been battling with the topic, you have not been getting the concept behind it, you have not been getting how to even interpret the question and how to solve the question. Today, A1 Tutor is here to help you out. That is our job, to make work simplified for you, to make mathematics fun, to make mathematics easy to understand, and to make you fall in love with mathematics. So today we are considering the topic matrix. We are considering the topic what? Matrix. Matrix is a topic in maths, is also a topic in further maths. So that is what we're going to consider today, matrix. When you hear the word matrix, what comes to your head? Wow. Is it a movie titled Matrix? Because there's an American movie titled Matrix. No, that's not what we are talking about. We are talking about matrix in the concept or in the field of mathematics. Now, when you have information that you want to actually present in a well presentable manner, what do you have to do? You have to use a table, right? If I have the name of student and the scores of students in the class, I can make use of a table to present that. Let me give us a picture for that so you can follow my explanations. I said if you have information that you want to present in a well presentable way, what do you need to do? You need to make use of tables, right? Now, that is where the usefulness of matrix comes in. So let's consider this picture together so we explain what matrix is. Now we have a table that contains names of that contains the color eyes, the brown eye, the blue eye, the green eye, and the black eye for both the female and the male. And we have their value to be 9, 3, 2, 4, 2, 11, 4, and 5. Now, how do we present this to be more presentable? That is where we have to make use of what we call matrix. The process of presenting a data in a rectangular form, is called matrix. The process of presenting a data in a rectangular form is called matrix. So this is a matrix, rectangle. It's always having the shape of a rectangle. It's always having the shape of a rectangle. Of course, we have that of a square also, but those ones are type of matrix. So when you present your data or you present your information in this kind of shape, that shape is called matrix. Now we had 9, that is for the first person, followed by 3, 2, 4. Then for the female, we have 2, 11, 4, 5. What we have done here is just the same thing as this table. Okay, the first row represents male, the second row represents female, the first column represents brown eye, the second column represents blue eye, the third column represents green eye, and the last column, which is the fourth column, represents the black eyes. Okay, so this is what we call matrix, presenting your data in a rectangular form. Is called matrix. So that's what we are going to consider today, and we are going to focus on the syllabus of the UTME bodies. We want to consider the main aspects where they want us to know for the sake of the exams we are going to be writing. Okay, so I said we are going to consider matrix, and we are going to start now. If you are with me, please kindly signify with a thumbs up. If you are with me, kindly signify with a thumbs up. Okay, now let's start the topic proper, matrix. We're going to start with the definition of matrix. The topic we are considering is matrix. That's the singular form, and in plural form, it is matrices. Matrices and determinants. That's the topic. Determinants. Matrices and determinants. Let's take the definition of a matrix. Definition of a matrix. Okay, so we have the definition of a matrix. A simple definition of matrix. Matrix is a rectangular. Like I said earlier, matrix is a rectangular arrangement. Matrix is a rectangular arrangement of numbers. It is mostly numbers. The rectangular arrangement of what? Numbers, symbols, or expression in a row and column. So a matrix has two parts, which is the row and the column. The row and the column. So when you represent your informations in a rectangular arrangement, it is called matrix because it's going to have a row and a column. It's going to have a row and a column. Let's cite an example of that. We have a data here to cite an example. Row and column, presentations of data in row and column. So looking at this real life example, we have real life example. Imagine a teacher records the name of students present in different classes for 3 days. We have it in this form. If it is a matrix, we draw the square, we draw the bracket, which is always a square bracket. Then we have SS1 like this, SS1, SS2, SS3. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I want to represent this information in a matrix. This one is going to be 25, this will be 28, and this will be 26. YSS2, this will be 30, this will be 29, and this will be 31. For SS3, we have 27, we have 25, we have 29. So we have represented that information in a matrix. The information given to us by recording the record for students when they are present in a school for 3 different days has been represented in what? In a matrix form. So this is the matrix representation of this information, the matrix representation. So a matrix has row and column. This is called the column. So we have what here? We have column. And this is called the row. This is called the row. So if I'm going to ask the question that how many columns is this matrix having? I need your response in the chat box. This is column, this is column, this is column. So how many columns is this matrix having? Your response in the chat box. How many columns is this matrix having? For those following online on YouTube, you can drop your response in the comment section. How many columns is this matrix having? If this represents a column, and this also is a column, and this also is a column, how many columns is this matrix having? You can type your response in the comment section. You can type your response in the chat box. So the matrix has 3 columns. The matrix has 3 columns. This is 1, 2, and 3. So it has 3 columns. Let's check how many rows it has. We have, this is row 1, 2, then 3. It's also having how many rows? It has 3 rows. It has 3 rows. So we have 3 columns, 3 rows. That gives us the way of naming a matrix. A matrix is named row by column. Row by column. So if I'm going to name this matrix, it's going to be 3 rows by is represented by multiplication by 3 columns. So this is a 3 by 3 matrix. It is called a 3 by 3 matrix. It is called a 3 by 3 matrix, which is known as a square matrix. Why is it a square matrix? Because I can express this as 3 raised to the power 2. So this is also called a square matrix, a square matrix. I believe that is clear to us. We are moving on to the basic hints or tricks that we need to know when you are adding, subtracting matrices. When you are adding and subtracting matrices. If you are with me, please kindly signify as we are proceeding. Kindly signify as you are proceeding. Okay, let's move on to the tricks and the hints needed when multiplying, when dividing, when adding and subtracting matrices. Permit me to wipe the board. Okay, we want to consider the tricks. The tricks. The tricks, we have the following tricks. We have the following tricks to consider when multiplying and dividing matrices, multiplying or adding matrices. All right, let's look at the first trick. The first trick is going to talk about the addition and subtraction. The trick says only add or subtract corresponding element, that is the same row and the same column. The same row and the same column. Hint, matrices must be of the same size. So if I'm going to add a matrix, let's say we have matrix A is given as 2, 1, 6, 2, and matrix B is given as 2, 0, 1, 0, and I'm asked to find A plus B, that is adding matrix A to matrix B. The first thing I need to consider is the order of the matrix. How do you get the order of the matrix? This, we have one column, then number two column, we have one row, second row. That means this is 2 by 2 matrix. We have 2 rows and 2 columns. For this one also, we have 2 rows and 2 columns. So when you have the same order of matrix, that means you can go ahead to add. But if the order of matrix is different, you can't add. So let's take an example. If I have this matrix A to be equals to 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and matrix B to be equals to 1, 2, 6 minus 1, and I'm asked to what? To add A and B. I don't need to rush by adding. The first thing I need to do is to check the order of the matrix. The order of the matrix for this is you have to count the row first. 1, 2, 2 by colon 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 column, 2 by 3. And for this, we have 2 by 2. Now check, is this and this the same thing? No, they are not the same. So the order of matrices are not the same. That means we can't add it together. If I want to add the matrix, it must be 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4 matrices, and so on and so forth. That means we can only add and subtract square matrices. We can only add and subtract square matrices. That is matrices of the same order. Matrices of the same order. Now let's add this. A plus B. A plus B. It says that add only and subtract the corresponding element. I'll be adding A, which is 2, to 2, because both of them are what? Corresponding. So that is going to give me 2 plus 2, and I will add 1 corresponding to 0. That is 1 plus 0. Then I'll be adding 6 corresponding to 1. That is 6 plus 1. Then I'll be adding 2 corresponding to 0. So that will be 2 plus 0. And when you simplify this, 2 plus 2 is 4. 1 plus 0 is 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. 2 plus 0 is 2. So this is the final answer for the addition of matrix A and matrix B. A plus B, matrix A plus matrix B is going to give us 4, 1, 7, 2. 4, 1, 7, 2. But as for this, we cannot add it because we have different order of matrices. Here it is 2 by 3, and here it is 2 by 2. So because of the differences in the order of matrices, we cannot add it together. So if you have questions like this, that the order of matrices are different, and you're asked to add, you just have to look for the options where you have undefined. Undefined, that is, the question cannot be solved. It cannot be solved. Undefined should be your answer if the order of matrices are not the same. If the order of matrices are not the same. Let's take one more addition question. Let's consider one more addition question. Then we are going to consider that of subtraction also. That of subtraction. Still on the addition of matrices, addition and subtraction of matrices, addition and subtraction of matrices. So matrix A is given to be -1, 2, 0, -4, -2, 1, -1, 0, 4. That's matrix A. And matrix B equals to 1, 0, 1, 2, -1, 0, 2, 1, 1. Now, if you are asked to add this together, that is to obtain matrix A plus B, the first thing I need to do is to check the order of matrices. This is row 1, row 2, row 3. That's 3 by column also is 1, 2, 3. That's 3 by 3. This also is 3 by 3. So since we have the same order of matrix, that means we can go ahead to what? To do the addition. This -1 will be added to the corresponding one, which is also 1. So we have -1 plus 1. Next, we have 2 will be added to the corresponding, which is 0. That will give us 2 plus 0. And the next is 0 will be added to this corresponding, which is what? 1. That will give us 0 plus 1. Now for the next one, -4 also will be added to the corresponding, which is 2. And that will be -4 plus 2. Then -2 also will be added to the corresponding, which is -1. That will give us -2 plus -1. Then we have the next one to be this one will be adding up to the corresponding, which is 0, and that will be 1 plus 0. Moving to the third one, -1 will be added to 2. That is going to give us -1 plus 2. And then we have 0 is added to 1. That is 0 plus 1. And we have 4 is added to the corresponding one, which is 1. That is 4 plus 1. Close the matrix. Now we have to simplify to get a final answer. -1 plus 1 will give us 0. Adding 2 to 0, that is 2. 0 to 1, that is 1. -4 plus 2, -4 plus 2, that will be -2. And this one is -2 minus 1. -2 minus 1, that will give us -3. And 1 plus 0 is 1. -1 plus 2, -1 plus 2 will give us 1. And 0 plus 1 will give us 1. 4 plus 1 will give us 5. So this is the addition of the matrix. This is the addition of the matrix. Now let's consider a question on subtraction. how to subtract matrices. Permit me to wipe the board. How to subtract matrices will be the next one we are going to be doing. Subtraction of matrices is still the same procedure with the addition, subtraction of matrices given that matrix A is equals to 2 minus 1 minus 2, 4, and matrix B is given to be 0, 1 minus 2 minus 1, and we are asked to find A minus B. A minus B. Enjoy your matrix. Then you go ahead to pick the corresponding numbers and go ahead to do the subtraction. 2 is corresponding to 0. And what we are working with is minus. So we have 2 minus 0. Minus 1 is corresponding to 1. That is minus 1. Then the natural minus, then the 1 we have at the back. For the second row, minus 2 is corresponding to minus 2. So that will give us minus 2 minus in brackets minus 2. And 4 is corresponding to minus 1. That is 4 minus in brackets minus 1. By simplification, we're going to have subtracting 0 from 2. The answer will be 2. Minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. That will give us minus 2. So we have minus 2 at this point. Now this is minus 2. Minus times minus will be plus. So we have minus 2 plus 2. Minus 2 plus 2 will give us 0, which implies that this is 0. 4 minus times minus, minus times minus is going to give us plus, and that will be 4 plus 1 is 5. So we're going to have here 5. So the subtraction of the matrix resulted to another matrix, which is 2 minus 2, 0, 5. 2 minus 2, 0, 5. If that is clear to us, please, let's signify with a thumbs up. If you're online and you are following me, signify with a thumbs up if that is clear to us. I'm waiting for your reactions. If this subtraction is clear to us, please thumbs up and let's move on to the next. Waiting for your reaction. Give your reaction if the subtraction of matrix is clear to us. Just give a thumbs up. And if you are following us on YouTube and this solution for this subtraction of matrix is clear to you, kindly drop your comments in the comment section. Kindly drop your comments in the comments section. Now let's go on to explain how we go about a scalar matrix. A scalar matrix. A scalar matrix. Wiping the board so we can have the next thing on the board. A scalar matrix. A scalar matrix. Given that A is a matrix and it is 2, 4, 1, minus 2. and we are asked to find 3a. The 3 here is a scalar. This is what we call a scalar. That 3 is called a scalar. So how do we obtain 3a? We have 3a and the matrix beside it, 2, 4, 1, minus 2, meaning that we are to multiply the whole matrix by the scalar. We are to multiply the whole matrix by the scalar, which is what? 3. So we are going to have 3 times 2, that is 3 times 2, and also 3 times 4, that is 3 times 4, and also we'll be having 3 times 1, 3 times 1. Also, we'll be having 3 times minus 2, 3 times minus 2. So with this, we have the final answer to be, what we have done now is multiplying the scalar, which is 3, with every element in the matrix. With every element in the matrix. Each of these numbers are called elements. So we have to multiply every element, each of the elements in the matrix with the scalar value, which is outside. So when you multiply this, you end up to have 3 times 2 to be 6, 3 times 4 to be 12, 3 times 1 to be 3, and 3 times minus 2 to be minus 6. And this will be the scalar multiplication. The scalar multiplication. The answer for the scalar multiplication is 6, 12, 3 minus 6. 6, 12, 3 minus 6. What of if we are given matrix B to be equals to A, B, C, and D, and we are asked to find matrix, we are asked to find 4B. How do we solve that? I need your question, I need your response in the comment section. Solve this and give me your response in the comment section. How do you obtain 4B? 4B. Given that B equals to A, B, C, D, solve for the value of 4B. Solve the scalar multiplication of 4B. So I want you to do that and drop your response in the comment section on YouTube. Let's move on to multiplication of matrices. Multiplication of matrices. Take note, under addition and subtraction, we said that the matrix you are adding or you are subtracting must have the same order, same size, same size. That is what we mean by the same order. You can only add matrices of 3 by 3 to another 3 by 3, or subtract plus or minus. You can add or subtract this. You can add or subtract 4 by 4 to another 4 by 4 matrix, plus or minus. Okay, so it means that matrices that will be added together or subtracted should have the same order of matrices. Now let's go on to multiplications of matrices. Multiplications of matrices. Multiplication of matrices. Multiplication of matrices. We have a hint to follow. Let's make use of the hint, so that will be very easy for us to comprehend. Multiplication of matrices. Multiplication of matrices or matrix multiplication. It is done by the row called row by column. The rule we are going to be using while multiplying is called row by column. And you can symbolize that with this symbol, like you are drawing 7, where this is row and this is column. And this is column. So you'll be multiplying row by the column. Let's look at the trick. The trick says multiply each each row of the first matrix by each column of the second matrix, then the sum of the products, then the sum of the products. Hint, the number of columns in the first matrix must match the number of rows in the second matrix. There is a condition before we can multiply matrix, and let's look at that condition. Let's say we have a matrix given to be 2, 1, 6, 7, which is A, and matrix B to be equals to 2, 1, 3, 4, 1, 6. Now, if you are asked to find A times B, before you can do that, you need to check if the order of matrix or if the rule is what is satisfied. The rule is that the first matrix, the column in the first matrix should match that of these numbers of rows in the second matrix. Now for this, we are going to have 2 by 2 matrix, and this we have 1, 2, 2 rows multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 3 columns. So that is going to be 2 by 3 and 2 by 2. Now how will I know if I can multiply? If this is equals to this, so 2 is equals to 2. 2 matches 2. That means we can go ahead to what? We can go ahead to multiply the matrix. We can go ahead to multiply the matrix. Let's do that together. Multiplication of matrix. What we are going to be doing is to use the first row to multiply the first column and also multiply the second column and the third column and the third column. So we're going to have A multiplied by B, given as this matrix 2 times 2, 2 times 2, 2 times 2, that is 4. We take the next number on the element to multiply this. That is 1 times 4. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 4 is 4. So we have this already done. Now we take again the same row to multiply the next column. That is 1 multiply 2 multiply 1. That is 2 plus. Then this 1 multiply 1. That is 1. We'll go again taking the same row to multiply the third column. That is 2 multiplied by 3. 2 multiplied by 3, that is 6. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. Then 1 multiplied by 6 is also 6. So now we can move to the second row. We have exhausted the first row. We go to the second row, pick 6 and multiply 4. That is 28 plus 7 multiply 1. That is going to give us 7 times 1, 7. Or we have to start with the first column. 6 multiply 2, not 4. 6 multiply 2. 6 multiply 2, that is 12, plus 7 multiply 4, that is 28. And again, the same set of row again will be used to multiply the next column. So 6 times 1 is 6 plus 7 times 1 is 7. Then we'll go again with the third column. That is 6 multiplied by 3. 6 multiplied by 3, that is 18, plus 7 multiplied by 6, 7 multiplied by 6, that should give us 42. 7 multiplied by 6, that is 42. And now we are going to add it together to get the final answer. 4 plus 4 will give us 8. 2 plus 1 will give us 3. And 6 plus 6 will give us 12. 12 plus 28, 12 plus 28, 12 plus 28 will give us 40. So adding this together, we have 40 and 6 plus 7, that is 13. 18 plus 42, 18 plus 42, that is 60. So we have 60. We have the matrix after multiplication is 8, 3, 12, 40, 13, and 60. So that will be the matrix. That will be the matrix after multiplication. After multiplication. I'll take one more question on multiplication of matrix so that we can understand more better. We'll take one more question on multiplication of matrix. Permit me to wipe the board. If yes, kindly signify so we can proceed. Kindly signify. Okay, so let's move on to the next question on multiplication. Multiplication of matrix. Multiplication of matrix. Multiplication of matrix. Permit me to wipe the board. Still on multiplication. Multiplication of matrix. Given that A is equals to 1, 2, 3, and B is equals to 2, 6, 4, and you are asked to find A multiplied by B. A multiplied by B. The first thing to do is to write the order of the matrix. By considering the matrix given to us, the order of the matrix here is 1, 2, 3, 3 rows by 1 column. And that of this is 1 row by 3 column. 1 row by 3 column. Now take note that you need to check if this is equivalent to this. If both are the same, that means we can multiply the matrix. But if they are different, that means we cannot multiply the matrix. All right, so you always need to check before you go ahead to solve. So you'll be using your time judiciously that way. Once you see a question, you should be able to know if you can multiply or not. So multiplication, we have 1, 2, 3, or we have 2, 6, 4. To multiply this, we still follow the rules, row, and column. Row and column. So we have 1 column here, we have row here. Now we can write it as the row coming first, that's 2, 6, 4, followed by 1, 2, 3. Multiplying the row with the column, we have 2 multiplied by 1, 2 multiplied by 1, we have 6 multiplied by 2, we have 6 multiplied by 2, and lastly we have 4 multiplied by 3, 4 multiplied by 3. That will give us 2 times 1 is 2, and 6 times 1 is 6. There will be an addition sign between all of them, between all of the expression. So we have 6, then adding this together, 12, 4 times 3, which is 12. And when you add this together, you have just this kind of matrix. 2 plus 6 is 8, 8 plus 12 is 20. So the element in that matrix after multiplying is 20. The element in that matrix after multiplying is 20. After multiplying, we got 20 to be the answer. What we did was that we did row times column, row times column plus row times column. So this is how we multiply matrices. This is how we multiply matrices. If you are with me and you are getting this, please signify. Adeyemi Peter, is this clear to you? If yes, please signify so that we can proceed. Waiting for your responses. Okay, thanks for your response. Now let's proceed to evaluation question. Evaluation question. Permit me to wipe the board. Evaluation. Given that A equals to 2, 4, 6, 3, 1, 2, and B equals to -2, -4, -1, 2, -3, 0. And we are asked to find A plus B. A plus B. I wait for your response in the chat box. And for our YouTube followers, solve this question and drop your response in the comment section. Drop your response in the comment section. Waiting for you to solve this and drop your response for me in the chat box. So this is a question for you to solve. Find A and B. Also, adding to it, find A minus B. Find A minus B. Find A plus B, find A minus B, and also find 5A. We talked about scalar multiplication of a matrix, and this question here represents the scalar multiplication of a matrix. So add up A and B, put your response here. Subtract A and B, put your response here. Take the scalar multiplication of 5A and put your response here. I'll be glad to receive our response in the comment section on our YouTube page. Do well to solve this question and drop your answers in the comment section on the YouTube page of A1 Tutor. Please do not forget, we have always been saying it, that you have access to every videos of the live session, starting from the first day to date. We all have those videos on YouTube. So there's no need to panic. Just download them on YouTube and watch those videos. If you have missing any class before, or if you want to refresh what you have read, what you have studied before, you can go ahead to what? To watch the videos on YouTube. Just search for A1 Tutor and you have access to the videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page, and also please rate our app on Google Play Store or Apple Store. Rate our app with a 5 stars since you have been using the app and you see how helpful it is. Do well to rate the app. Okay, so I will leave this for you. Response should be drop your response in the comment section on YouTube. Drop your response in the comment section. Drop your response in the comment section on YouTube. So today we have been able to explain the concept behind matrix, and we also talked about how to name a matrix using the row by column. Using the row by column, we talked about addition of matrix, subtraction of matrix, scalar multiplication of matrix, scalar multiplication of matrix, and also we talked about multiplication of matrix, multiplication of matrix. We are going to stop here today, and tomorrow we are going to continue the topic, and we are going to consider determinant of a matrix tomorrow and some other subtopic under matrix. Thanks for your time. Do not forget the live class continues tomorrow. Ensure you make yourself available and join the class on time. Tell your friends to join the class. Tell them they can also watch the classes on YouTube, that they can as well learn from YouTube. As well, also, they have access to the A1 Tutor app to practice questions. So do not miss tomorrow's class. Ensure you are what? Present for the class. Join on time and be punctual. Do well to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell another friend that A1 Tutor app is the best app to prepare for your UTME exams, WAEC, NECO, and all other exams. Thank you for your time and see you tomorrow. Ciao. Bye-bye.